Hi friends, and welcome to another Disney Dreamlight Valley tutorial video. I have been asked so many times how I make the path on my beach. I do the same type of pathway with different materials in my forest as well, and I do have a YouTube video up for how I make that pathing, as well as a tour of both my Dazzle Beach and my Forest of Valor. So if you're interested in checking those out, just hit the Disney Dreamlight Valley playlist and those videos will pop up for you. But today we are going to focus on the pathing that I do for the Dazzle Beach, which is the pathing I am walking along right now, and the pathing that is in the front yards of Donald Duck, Eric, Stitch, as well as Maui. Now, my beach isn't complete yet, so we're just going to go over here to do the little tutorial. If you go into your furniture tab and you go all the way down to landscaping, and under the rock section is where you are going to become best friends with, because this is where we get all of the materials. It is only 3 total, and 2 of them come from the rock tab. So we are going to start with the small Dazzle Beach rock. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit just to make this easy. And you're going to place one down, and you grab another one, place that one down. And depending on how large you want your path to be, you can place them however you want, wherever you want. You just kind of got to play around with them a little bit and see what you prefer. Now, once you place a couple of rocks down, the small ones, I make sure to grab the small Dazzle Beach stone cluster and place that down as well. And you kind of, again, got to play around with it and see what you like and what you don't like. The clusters are great for corners and curved pathing. And then the small rocks are great for straight edges and finishing those curves. So as you can see, I am going to start a little curve down here, and I'm going to curve it to go to this staircase here. So we're going to keep going for a little while just so you can kind of see what I do and get the hang of things. And another reason why I use the small stone clusters is because you can't walk over the small rocks, but you can walk over the clusters. So it makes it easier when trying to reach those spots in your builds that might be harder to reach otherwise. So if we keep going along this path, and as you can see, I do a healthy amount of both the small clusters as well as just the small rocks as well. Just play around with it a little bit. Everybody has a different taste. Everybody has a different vision. Definitely don't feel like this is the end all be all of pathing. This is just how I personally make my pathing. And I kind of made it so that it got a little bit narrow as it's coming to the staircase here. And you can, again, play around with it and see what you like best. Real quick before we continue this, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the settings and change the time of day, just so you can see the pathing a little bit better. Now, if we go back into furniture, I'm done making the outline for now, just for this tutorial. And we're going to go into pathing, and for the beach, I specifically used the natural rock path. Now that our outline is done, I'm going to go ahead and start at the top. And we are just going to place the pathing right underneath all of the rocks that we have. So you can kind of play around with whether or not you want the pathing to go past the rocks, or if you want it to go before where the rocks end. I kind of do a little bit of both just because it makes it look a little bit more natural if you put it, as you can see down here, I put it a little bit over the rocks and not before the rocks ended. Like down here where my cursor is, I put it a little past where the rocks are, just because I feel like it doesn't look as cookie cutter and it looks like a natural pathing area if you do it that way. And forgive me because decorating on console is my worst nightmare, and I'm playing on the PlayStation, so it is my only option. I'm doing my best. But as you can see, as we're getting the pathing done, it's starting to come together really nicely. And it's looking like an actual pathway. We're going to go a little past that rock there. And we're going to bring those in. So this is what it's going to look like when you're done. And in furniture mode, it does look a little bit different than when you're just running around and playing. As you can see, it looks like an actual pathway here. And I tend to line my paths with a lot of bushes and trees and other different furniture items, just so, again, it looks more like a natural path. So I'd throw some bushes down here and there just to kind of make the space look a little more natural. And I tend to use the underbrush and trees that you would normally find in the biomes that you're decorating in. Just because, again, that fits the aesthetic of the build that you are going for. And this is just an example. I'm just throwing the trees and the bushes down just to show y'all kind of what I do to fill the space and make things not only look a little bit more green, but again, a little bit more natural with what we have going on here. So if we come out of decoration mode, you can see it just kind of makes it look a lot better. And then do what you will with furniture items. As you can see over here, if we walk through, I throw down a ton of different items just to break up the very cookie cutter pathing that this game seems to want us to try and make. But a lot of rocks, a lot of decorations, and the pathing looks absolutely beautiful. If y'all are interested in any other videos that we have going on for Disney Dreamlight Valley, I do have a playlist, like I said at the beginning of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I am working my butt off to try and bring y'all some of the best Disney Dreamlight Valley content that you can find on YouTube, and I would really appreciate it if you could support the channel by hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button, dropping a comment. It's a free way to support me as a content creator, and it will help my channel grow so very much. Thanks for checking this out. If this video helped you, please let me know, and I'll see you soon.